Hey, what's going, y'all? It is yours truly once again. Welcome back into my range and for all other fellow lone wolves. I hope you've been treading well, and just remember, lone wolf and Sigma are not the same. Now, I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about lone wolf sexuality, and I've sort of done that in the previous live stream. Yes, I sort of broke down this idea of lone wolf sexuality in a previous live stream that I did with Black Ram 313 in regards to the Sigma identity crisis. Yes, in regards to the Sigma identity crisis, but I kept, trying to let him know that, lone wolf and Sigma are not the same. So like the lone wolf behaves a little different, similar to like the actual wolves in the wild, in many ways. But keep this in mind, y'all. Yeah, one thing I wanted to let y'all know that there was like one time in my life where I went 2 years without sex, like just cold turkey. Just this idea of abstinence, or what I like to call VCEL, which is voluntary celibacy, not incel, which is involuntary celibacy, because VCEL is really part of a lone wolf's life in many ways. Just like the wolves in the wild, they go for periods of time without sexual interactions. So, I've always been more about intimacy versus sex. Now, sex is very important. And so for the special lady that has a time with me, you're going to enjoy it. Trust me. But it's based on the intimacy that we have, that, it's the driving force of the sex that occurs between her and I. Now, given that I see Sigma as feral instead of lone wolf, I've arrived to a couple of conclusions, because once again, lone wolf and Sigma are not the same. See, and I've said before in a lot of videos, Sigma is a feral state of mind. And I've gotten confirmations about this with other people who acknowledge their Sigma background in regards to them becoming Sigma, because feral is something you become as well. Lone wolf is not something that you become. Lone wolf is something that you are. But it's not that you're really a lone wolf. Wolves are loners. Keep that in mind. Now, to me, lone wolf represents a solitary mindset versus Sigma representing a feral state in mind. Yes, I said a feral state in mind, but it's also a feral state of mind. But I say feral state in mind because in their mind, they're in that state, just as a feral animal will be, and for possibly the long duration, given that it's now left out in the wild to fend for itself for the long haul, for the most part. Now let's put some sexuality of the personalities into comparisons of the lone wolf. Not that I'm gonna go into a lot of deep explanation, but I just kind of wanted to just kind of let everyone see kind of sort of the differences, because we talk about this labeling a lot. So with those who call themselves alpha, right? A lot of them, they prefer a variety of procreation. Yes, a variety. So different flavors. Yeah, different flavors of lifesavers. Look at that in regards to the alpha. And you see a lot of animals display certain alpha characteristics. Not that these animals are truly alpha, but they have these alpha characteristics that they display as far as them having a variety in regards to their procreation or procreative behaviors. So the same is definitely true to me in regards to a lot of people who call themselves alpha. They talk about this variety, because it's part of the group. You got to have varieties within your group, within your assortments. Now let's talk about Sigma, okay? Now, to me, Sigma is more representing of opportunistic or scavenged procreation. Yes, because one that's a scavenger is very opportunistic, and that represents a feral creature. A feral creature is very opportunistic and is very much a scavenger. So a lot of sigmas that I've noticed are the same way. Whatever kind of comes their way or whatever they can see what can be to their advantage, they're going to use that situation to their advantage. So keep that in mind, y'all, about the sigma. Now, for the lone wolf, or what I like to quote unquote label as the enigma, it is different. The enigma has more of a selective procreation, because this is true amongst the wolves in the wild. The wolves are very enigmatic, so they have very selective procreation. There's not necessarily a variety, okay? It's more so based on this idea of being like a pureblood. You may have for the wolf in the wild, he may have, I would say, a few female wolves that he may know, but they are pureblood. They are like-minded. Yes, they are very like-minded to him. Yes, so this makes procreation pretty smooth, very seamless for the enigmatic wolf or the lone wolf. And the same be for the he wolf. The actual human version of the wolf in the wild, the lone wolf type, the enigma. Very selective. So it's all about that pure blood mindset in regards to those who are enigmatic, the lone wolf type. You want to get around a feminine gender that is very like-minded, whereas with an alpha, he doesn't really care about the like-minded aspect of things. He just only cares about her. He's going to get her to comply and be a part of his mind one way or another. Kind of this subduing, so it's a different mindset. And you see that amongst a lot of behaviors of animals that get into this alpha type of behavior. And a lot of guys who think that way, like, I can get her to be what I want her to be. Forget the like-minded part, right? And whereas with the sigma, it doesn't represent like a pure blood aspect. It more so represents a crossbreed aspect, because you see a lot of feral creatures. Most of them are very crossbred. Most of them are crossbred. So the sigma, given one's opportunistic or scavenging, yes, if they're scavenging, their behaviors lead them into a lot of crossbreed situations. The alpha more or less thinks more like, I make a breed myself. I can make a new breed, so he'll make a new breed with all the different varieties. He wants to have a variety within this breed. But like I said, the true lone wolf, the enigmatic type, enigma and sigma, they're not the same. Lone wolf and sigma is not the same. Lone wolf is enigma. The enigma is always thinking about the pure blood, the lady that's like-minded to him. This is very important for an enigmatic individual. So that's really, in essence, what I wanted to bring up in regards to lone wolf sexuality, because I did a previous video that I deleted, and it was called Sigma Sexuality, and it got decent views, but I realized everything that I was trying to relate to as far as Sigma sexuality was actually lone wolf sexuality. So I needed to rehashtag and really at least bring out what is truly Sigma sexuality, which I just did that basically. But this is about lone wolf sexuality, because yours truly is a lone wolf, of course. But yeah, and that's, and I guess just to rephrase, yours truly is a lone wolf. I'm not a Sigma, okay? Lone wolf and Sigma are not the same. Y'all gonna hear me say that a lot, because it's like, I have to, I've been trying to get people to see that. And So with the sexuality thing, I hope y'all see that more. And hopefully I haven't rambled on too much, but I just thought it was important I let everybody know this. Signing out.